While we cut through the teeth of winter, let's begin our march toward opening day with USA Today's 100 Names You Need to Know, our annual look of emerging Major League talent, topped by the son of a Hall of Famer by the same name. They're not necessarily the top prospects, but players you'll get to know quite well this season. Our list stipulates that players must have had more innings, for pitchers, or plate appearances, for hitters, in the minor leagues during 2018 than they have accumulated during all of their major league playing time. Players are ranked in order of their anticipated impact this season. Player capsules written by Ted Burge, Scott Boak, Stephen Borelli, Steve Gardner, Gabe Lack and Jesse Yamdev. 1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 3B, Blue Jays. Given the way the Blue Jays stubbornly adhered to service time concerns in keeping Guerrero, 19, in the minors last year, it'd be a shock if the consensus top prospect in baseball breaks camp with the big club. But given how he performed against advanced pitching in 2018, it'd be equally surprising if Vlad finishes the 2019 season as anything less than a major league regular. Guerrero marries his family's preternatural bat-to-ball skills with precocious plate discipline and power. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. turns 20 on March 16. Photo, Mark J. Rebles, USA Today Sports 2. Victor Robles, of Nationals, after a lost season due to an elbow injury. Robles, 21, is healthy and projected to be the starting center fielder. He can impact both sides of the game. Look for Robles to be a fixture in Washington and perennial all-star for years to come. 3. Eloy Jimenez, of White Sox. Jimenez, 22, should have arrived late last year, but it's expected Chicago will suppress his service time rights and call him up in late April. When he arrives, he'll flash a hitting skill set that's produced a .311, .359, .519/line across 5 minor league seasons. 4. Yusei Kikuchi, LHP, Mariners. Seattle landed the 27-year-old with a 4-year, $56 million deal, and he could wind up as the ace as it recasts itself as a younger team. He throws in the low to mid-90s with some off-speed pitches and went 73-46 with a 2.77 ERA over 8 seasons in Japan's Pacific League. The Mariners may limit his innings, perhaps throwing him 1 to 2 innings in some of his starts. 5. Francisco Mejia, C. Padres, acquired from the Indians in last summer's Brad Hand trade. Mejia saw a bunch of time after being called up in September. A switch hitter with raw power, the 23-year-old is expected to split time behind the plate with Austin Hedges. The Padres appear committed to keeping Mejia at catcher, but he played 28 minor league games in the outfield prior to the trade. 6. Ramon Laureano, of Athletics. The 24-year-old was electric during Oakland's playoff push and looks to be a defensive star in center field. There are concerns about his strikeout rate, but Laureano should be starting on opening day and has the tools to stick. 7. Austin Meadows, of Rays, a perennial top prospect and one of the big pieces of the Chris Archer deal. Meadows should open the year with an everyday role in the outfield mix. Injuries prevented the 23-year-old from reaching the majors sooner, but he performed well in big league stints and has all the makings of a solid regular if he can stay healthy. 8. Peter Alonso, 1B, Mets. Defensively limited righty power bats often get ignored, with good reason, on prospects lists, but Alonso forced his way onto the national radar with 36 home runs in 2018. Service time manipulation will likely cost him a spot on the Mets' opening day roster, but they won't keep him down long if he keeps hitting like he did last year. 9. Josh James, RHP, Astros. James, 25, has a shot at a rotation spot after showing overpowering stuff and striking out 9.8 hitters per 9 innings in 104 minor league games. James hit 101 miles per hour in his big league debut and 102 in the 2018 playoffs, but might need to improve his command to stick in the majors. 10. Kyle Tucker, of Astros. It seems only a matter of time for Tucker, who has hit for power and shown speed at all levels and has a .849 minor league career ops. He can play 3 outfield positions and is an injury away from a chance to play regularly. Your Daily Dose, top sports headlines, delivered daily. Winter freeze, free agency and embarrassment for MLB 11. Fernando Tatis Jr., SS, Padres, one of the most exciting prospects in the game. Tatis Jr. had his 2018 season cut short by a thumb injury. The 20-year-old has tremendous power and profiles as a 30-30 player down the road. Some wonder whether Tatis will last at shortstop as he continues growing, but he has been a plus defender in the minors. Fernando Tatis Jr. is the son of an 11-year MLB veteran. Photo, Jeff Burke, USA Today Sports, 12. Garrett Hampson, 2 BSS, Rockies. Hampson, 24, is competing for playing time at second base with Ryan McMahon and perhaps Brendan Rodgers. Hampson hit .314 with a .836 ops in Class AAA last season. He has speed, 123 steals in 305 minor league games, but limited power, 20 homers. Rodgers could pass him if he struggles. .13. Danny Jansen, C, Blue Jays. Jansen has gone from looking like an organizational backup catcher to a potential future all-star in 2 years. A former 16th-round pick, Jansen jumped from Class A to Class AAA in a breakout offensive season in 2017 and built upon his success with a solid 31-game big league stint. The off-season trade of Russell Martin suggests Jansen is ready to become the Blue Jays' full-time catcher in 2019.14. Alex Reyes, RHP, Cardinals. While Reyes shouldn't technically qualify for this list, we granted him an extreme unluckiness waiver. It's actually Reyes' 4th appearance in the 100 names, but a pair of season-ending injuries have kept him from making his mark in the majors. He returned from Tommy John surgery to reel off 23 scoreless innings in the minors before tearing a muscle in his pitching shoulder in his first start with the Cardinals. The Cardinals could have the 24-year-old pitch out of the bullpen to start the season. .15. Forrest Whitley, RHP, Astros. The Astros' top pitching prospect should get his shot in a thinner Astros rotation. He hasn't pitched above Class AA and was stalled last season after violating the minor league drug prevention and treatment program. But he's 6-7 with 3+ pitches and has struck out 13 hitters per 9 innings in the minors. .16. Ryan O'Hearn, 1B, Royals, always good for 20 to 25 home runs in the minors. O'Hearn, 25, is a good bet to hit that mark in his first full season. O'Hearn should bat no lower than 5th and provide solid power and run production. .17. Luis Urias, SS2B, Padres, a .306 career hitter in the minors. The 21-year-old reached the bigs at the end of 2018 and should be San Diego's opening day shortstop. Urias is a terrific contact hitter and a plus defender who will likely move back to second base when Fernando Tatis Jr. reaches the majors. .18. Nick Senzel, 2B, 3B, Reds. Senzel, 23, has hit over .300 at every full season level of the minors, but injuries have been a problem. The biggest question surrounding his promotion is what position he'll play. Blocked by Eugenio Suarez at third, Senzel played mostly second base in 2018 and could get a look in the outfield, where the Reds have a major void in center. .19. Keston Hiura, 2B, Brewers. The number 9 overall pick in the 2017 draft, Hiura saw his stock rise considerably over the past year. He kept it off with an MVP performance in the Arizona Fall League, where he hit .323 with 5 homers and 33 RBI in 23 games. Hiura, 22, will start at Class AAA to work on his defense, but his bat is close to Major League ready. .20. Kristen Stewart, of Tigers. Stewart, 25, has consistently hit for power and gotten on base since he was drafted 34th overall in 2015. Now, he'll bat in the middle of the lineup on a rebuilding club and likely start in left field. Stewart's future may be at DH, but his career .363 on-base percentage will play there. .21. Billy Calhoun, of Rangers. Calhoun has shown a power stroke in the minors, 40 homers, .858 ops in 236 games, and is next in line as a regular behind a projected outfield of Nomar Mazara, Delino DeShields and Joey Gallo. Calhoun, 24, who says he has dropped 10-plus pounds, could also be in the mix at DH. If DeShields struggles, Gallo could slide to center and Calhoun to left. .22. Jesus Luzardo, LHP Athletics. The 21-year-old flew up 3 levels to Class AAA in 2018 and has a real shot to make Oakland's rotation to start the season. Luzardo complements his mid-high 90s fastball with a plus changeup and curveball. Whenever he gets the call, Luzardo will become the first Peruvian-born player to reach the majors. .23. Jeff McNeil, 2B, 3B, Mets. McNeil slowly hit his way through the Mets system and forced his way to the majors. At 26 and coming off a rookie season in which he posted a .852 ops in 63 big league games, McNeil figures to play regularly, either as an everyday left fielder or in a super utility role. .24. Yandy Diaz, if of Rays. Arguably the biggest mark in Diaz's favor is that the Rays gave up outfielder Jake Bauers to acquire him this offseason. Primarily a third baseman with experience at first and in the outfield, 27-year-old Diaz has been an on-base machine in the minors in recent years. .25. Alex Verdugo, of Dodgers. With nothing left to prove in the minors, the 22-year-old should break camp with the team and find at-bats in Dave Roberts' platoon-heavy lineup. Verdugo is disciplined at the plate, 86 BB to 97 K's career in Class AAA, and can play all 3 outfield positions. Alex Verdugo was a second-round pick in 2014. Photo, Bill Stryker, USA Today Sports. 26. Billy McKinney, of Blue Jays, acquired from the Yankees in the J.A. Happ deal. McKinney, 23, joined the Blue Jays in August and posted a sturdy .790 ops. McKinney has never shown quite the power you'd like for a corner outfielder or the plate discipline you'd want from a hitter without a ton of power but should get plenty of opportunities. .27. Williams Astudillo, C. Twins. He gained notoriety online for his coiffure while running the bases as well as a momentous home run celebration in a Winter League game, but Astudillo, 27, is remarkable for many reasons. Among them, he rarely walks or strikes out. In 9 minor league seasons, he has 85 walks and 81 strikeouts. He should spend 2019 backing up Jason Castro. .28. Dakota Hudson, RHP, Cardinals. After a brilliant half-season in the minors that earned him the Pacific Coast League's Pitcher of the Year award, Hudson, 24, made his MLB debut in late July and became a valuable member of the bullpen. Although he features an upper 90s fastball, control issues and a lack of a put-away pitch will keep him in a relief role for the immediate future. .29. Corbin Burns, RHP, Brewers. Burns, 24, was knocked around as a starter at Class AAA Colorado Springs, but he thrived in the Milwaukee bullpen. The Brewers will give him an opportunity to compete for a spot in the rotation this spring, but unless he can come up with another pitch or two to complement his mid-90s fastball, he'll return to a high-leverage role in the bullpen. .30. Brent Honeywell, RHP, Race. Honeywell ranked among the top pitching prospects in baseball but Tommy John surgery kept him off the field in 2018. With a plus fastball and a deep arsenal of pitches that includes a screwball, Honeywell should see big league starts at some point in 2019. .31. Mike Soroka, RHP, Braves. The first-round pick out of Canada reached the majors in less than 3 years after being drafted at 20. He made 5 starts for the Braves last season before he was shut down with a shoulder injury. If healthy, Soroka is certain to be part of the Braves' rotation but may have his innings limited. .32. Tyler O'Neill, of Cardinals. With a ton of raw power, O'Neill, 23, will compete for a spot in the crowded street. Louis outfield. The burly slugger struck out in 40% of his 142 plate appearances after being promoted, but he also hit a home run every 14.4 at-bats. .33. Brendan Rodgers, 2 BSS, Rockies, Rodgers, 22, the No. 3 pick in 2015, has yet to reach the majors. Shoulder and hamstring issues did him in last season, but DJ LeMahieu's signing with the Yankees gives him a chance to win playing time at second base. Based on his overall game, Rodgers, a career .291 pro hitter, remains perhaps the team's best prospect. .34. Sixto Sanchez, RHP, Phillies, Sanchez, 20, is the organization's top pitching prospect. His fastball is in the mid-90s, and can touch 100 miles per hour. Injuries prevented him from playing in the Arizona Fall League last season, but he projects into a true frontline starter. .35. Framber Valdez, LHP, Astros, like Josh James, Valdez, 25, has a chance to claim the final rotation spot. Even after the team signed veteran Wade Miley, Valdez might be a good option in a right-handed heavy Houston rotation. His career 1.33 minor league whip is a cause for concern, but he has also struck out 10.3 per 9 innings. .36. Mitch Keller, RHP, Pirates. The Pirates have resisted the urge to push their top pitching prospect, but a promotion to the majors should be in the not-too-distant future. The 22-year-old will need to show more success with something other than his plus fastball. .37. Kyle Wright, RHP, Braves, Wright, 23, is a first-round pick and one of the many top pitching prospects in the farm system. With his 4-pitch arsenal, he could see more big league time in 2019. .38. Jonathan Loaizaga, RHP, Yankees, a diminutive, Nicaraguan-born righty who entered last season with all of 5 career starts above rookie ball since signing in 2013. Loaizaga excelled and found himself starting big league games for the Yankees in June. He doesn't figure for an opening day spot in the rotation, but could be the first call-up. .39. Jordan Luplow, of Indians, blocked in Pittsburgh. Luplow, 25, found an opportunity after a trade to Cleveland, where he'll come close to a full-time gig. Luplow will likely share at-bats with Tyler Naquin and Greg Allen, but could be affected by a late outfield signing. Lacks a signature tool, but hit 26 homers across 3 levels in 2017. .40. Nick Martini, of Athletics, made the most of his opportunity after finally debuting in the majors at age 28, posting a .397 OBP in 55 games. He started 32 games batting leadoff, and while he will have to fight off Dustin Fowler in left field, Martini should see the majority of the time against right-handers. .41. Keibert Ruiz, Dodgers. The departure of Yasmani Grandal was enabled in part by the development of Ruiz, a .309 hitter in 4 minor league seasons. The 20-year-old switch hitter doesn't profile with much power but has a strong arm. Ruiz enters camp on the 40-man roster and has the potential to make a big impact toward the end of the season. .42. Logan Allen, LHP, Padres. The 21-year-old lefty struck out 125 and 121 innings across classes AA and AAA in 2018 and has the potential to be a strong starter in the majors. He is not overpowering but uses a changeup and slider well to deceive hitters. Allen is part of a logjam of San Diego hurlers in the high minors. .43. Touki Toussaint, RHP, Braves. Toussaint, 22, made big strides last season, earning him a spot on the postseason roster. In the NLDS against the Dodgers, he tossed 3 scoreless innings. The former first-round pick out of high school has a 3-pitch arsenal, highlighted by a devastating curveball, and projects to be a mid-rotation starter. Touki Toussaint pitched in 2 games in the NLDS. Photo, Brett Davis, USA Today Sports, 44. Shed Long, 2B, Mariners. Long, 23, was traded twice in one day in January, going from the Reds to the Yankees to the Mariners. He doesn't have one outstanding skill but does many things well. His combination of line drive power and above-average speed should eventually lead to a major league roster spot. A full season at Class AAA will probably need to come first. 45. Kevin Newman, SS, Pirates, a first-round pick 19th overall. In 2015, Newman made his MLB debut in mid-August, playing both middle and field positions. The 25-year-old is an excellent defender and will be a leading candidate to replace free agent Jordy Mercer as the Pirates' starting shortstop if he can hit 46. Austin Hayes, of Orioles, the 2017 Orioles Minor League Player of the Year, was limited by injuries in 2018. He should be fully recovered from September ankle surgery in time this spring to compete for the big league roster. 47. Daniel Ponce de Leon, RHP, Cardinals. Ponce de Leon had a storybook beginning to his MLB career, tossing 7 no-hit innings at Cincinnati, until a blown save cost him the win. At 27, he's one of the oldest players on our list, which makes it hard to resist suggesting he's discovered the fountain of youth. 48. Brett Phillips, of Royals. Phillips, 24, can thank Mike Moustakas' July trade to Milwaukee, where Phillips was blocked by Christian Yelich, Lorenzo Cain and Ryan Braun, for breathing opportunity into a lagging career. Phillips' best pro season came in 2017, when he produced a .305, .377, .567 class AAA line, only to see the Brewers grab Cain and Yelich. He doesn't have a defined role yet but should stick on the roster. 49. Bo Bichette, SS, Blue Jays. The Blue Jays' other extremely well-regarded second-generation prospect, Bichette spent all of 2018 as a 20-year-old, played well for his age, showing off gap power and speed. Bichette boasts tons of bat speed and swagger, and though scouts seem to think he'll eventually move off shortstop, the Blue Jays appear committed to keeping him there for now. He could wind up in the Toronto infield mix before the end of the season. 50. Chris Shaw, of Giants, a power-hitting lefty, the 25-year-old has 81 homers in 404 career minor league games and reached the majors at the end of 2018. He is penciled in as the Giants' starting left fielder and should be able to stick all season. 51. Brandon Lowe, 2B, of Rays, a second baseman by trade who picked up an outfield glove in 2018 to add versatility. Lowe bashed his way through Class AA and Class AAA while playing regularly for the Rays in August and September. It's not clear where Lowe fits, with fellow lefty swinging second baseman Joey Wendell ahead of him on the depth chart, but it hardly seems like he has much left to prove. 52. Austin Riley, 3B, Braves. Riley, 21, has plus raw power, slugging 59 home runs in 3 minor league seasons, though he missed much of 2018 with a knee injury. It will be interesting to see what the Braves' plans are with him, with the emergence of Johan Camargo and the free agent signing of Josh Donaldson in the picture. Riley could see some reps in the outfield. 53. Michael King, RHP, Yankees, acquired from the Marlins in a seemingly minor deal last offseason. King, 23, proved dominant in his first year in the Yankees organization. In 161 innings spread across the 3 highest minor league levels, King notched a stunning 1.79 ERA with stellar rate stats. 54. Colby Allard, LHP, Braves, climbing the ranks alongside Mike Soroka. Allard reached the majors last season at the 20. He struggled before being sent back to the minors in August. 55. Sean Reed Foley, RHP, Blue Jays, a live-armed righty. Reed Foley, 23, looks liable to be a first-call replacement for any needs in the rotation or a potential late-inning cog if he moves into a relief role. He has stayed healthy and posted big strikeout numbers in the minors, but he has been dogged by high walk totals. 56. Leody Taveras, of Rangers. Taveras, 20, is the best defensive outfielder in the system, playing most of his games in center, making him an option there if Delino DeShields can't stay healthy or Joey Gallo can't keep his batting average up. While he only reached high A last season, Taveras has consistently played above his age level in the minors and might be able to hold his own in the majors, at least as a base runner. 57. Chris Paddock, RHP, Padres. Tommy John surgery cost Paddock all of 2017, but he came back in a big way last year. He locates his fastball well but needs to work on command of his breaking pitches. This is a crucial season for Paddock, 23, as the Padres are loaded with pitching prospects, 58. Mike Chavis, 3B, Red Sox. The closest thing to a viable big league-ready prospect in the Red Sox's fairly barren farm system. Chavis missed the first half of 2018 due to a PED suspension but hit well in Class AA ball after his return. Though blocked at third by Rafael Devers, the 23-year-old Chavis could hit his way into a job in Boston's big league infield mix with a hot start at Class AAA. 59 Victor Mesa, of Marlins, the 2018 No. 1 international free agent is the son of Victor Mesa, one of the top Cuban players in the 1980s and 90s. Mesa, 22, has not played organized baseball in nearly 22 months but made a lasting impression during a Marlins hitting camp mid-January. He likely will begin the season in Class A or AA, 60. Justice Sheffield, LHP, Mariners. The top-level prospect saw his chances to land in a big league rotation as early as opening day improved dramatically when the Yankees dealt him to Seattle in November in the James Paxton trade. Sheffield, 22, held his own in Class AAA last season, and pitching in Safeco Field should improve his stock, especially as he gets better command of his two-seam fastball, 61. K. Brian Hayes, 3B, Pirates, featuring more contact and speed than the raw power traditionally found at the hot corner. Hayes, 22, figures to spend most of the 2019 season at Class AAA Indianapolis. His calling card is his glove, which will play in the majors right now and could get him an early promotion if the Pirates find themselves in playoff contention. He's the son of 14-year MLB veteran Charlie Hayes, 62. Yusniel Diaz, of Orioles. The Cuban descent was the centerpiece of the Manny Machado trade. At 22, he is the closest thing to an everyday impact player the organization has, and could develop into a middle-of-the-order hitter. Last July, he slugged 2 home runs at the All-Star Futures game. .63. Nadlo, 1B, Race, All-Low, 23, did in 2018 was hit .330 with 27 homers and a .985 ups across the 3 highest minor league levels. He has never played anywhere but first base, and he's behind Ji-Man Choi at first base and Avisail Garcia at DH on the depth chart, but neither of those guys exactly has a long track record of big league success. .64. David Bodie, 3B, Cubs. Boat, 25, had some memorable clutch hits in his first taste of the majors, including a walk-off grand slam against the Nationals in August. He saw action at 5 different positions, with the most playing time coming at third, filling in for injured Chris Bryant. He should have a similar role in 2019. .65. Chance Adams, RHP, Yankees. One of the Yanks' top pitching prospects entering 2018, Adams made his big league debut in an otherwise disappointing season spent mostly in Class AAA. But he's still 24, and a future rotation spot in the Bronx isn't out of the question if he can correct control issues he battled last season. .66. Cionel Perez, LHP, Astros. A polished Cuban player, Perez, 22, has the power stuff to succeed in a big league bullpen and could be the only lefty to land a spot in the Astros relief corps by opening day. He is also a sleeper to start at some point this season if he can outperform Framber Valdez and/or Josh James. .67. Aramis Garcia, C1B, Giants. While the 26-year-old's future might not be behind the plate with Buster Posey the incumbent and Joey Bart on the way, Garcia has tremendous raw power and will find at-bats in the majors. .68. Griffin Canning, RHP, Angels. After being drafted in the second round out of Southern California in 2017, Canning rose quickly in 2018. He has shown terrific command and has a strong changeup along with a plus breaking ball. The 22-year-old isn't on the 40-man roster entering camp but should be up by the end of the season. .69.